Hi, can I please have your name and the name of the game?
Ru Weerasuriya, and the name of the game is The Order 1886.
How closely does it follow Arthurian mythology? Like, will Morgan Le Fay make an appearance?
It follows Arthurian lore in a certain way where I don't think people will be accustomed to it in the modern sense. The modern sense of the Arthurian legends have been rewritten so many times. It's not really the true base of it. The true base actually comes from Welsh tales actually that are very old, before Sir Thomas Malory wrote them into La Mort d'Arthur. So it was really nice to actually harken back to like that root of what the Arthurian laws were. And yes, we are using a lot of the names in there, basically not only for our knights, but in the lore overall of the game. And some of it you'll find out in this game, some of it hopefully in the future you'll find out through more stuff that we'll reveal.
So, if Camelot has fallen, what are you fighting for?
If Camelot has fallen, I mean, the reality of what you're fighting for is what those knights always wanted to fight for. They fight for the betterment of humanity, for the protection of humanity. The only thing is that you can see that because of what they've become, they've actually kind of become the authority, not just the protectors, but also the governance actually of the world. So what they're fighting for is what they truly believe is the right thing, which is protect humanity against this half-breed, uprising that have happened for 100 years that threatens the very existence of mankind, And the thing is, when you have two species that are that strong, there is obviously going to be fight for supremacy, and the knights are here to basically keep that balance and keep humanity alive.
What are some of the noteworthy weapons that the Order has at its disposal?
The really cool thing actually about the game was definitely building all these weapons that we put in there. Not only the black powder guns that you can find that are actually correct for the time itself, but what was fun about what we did and this anachronistic world where things are slightly out of time, the airships and all that stuff, we were able to bring weaponry and technology that was a little bit further ahead in time back into our era and twist it to our purposes. For example, the thermite weapon is based on something that did exist during the Victorian era, aluminum iron oxide that you can ignite and you can set a blaze. We used it and built it into a weapon that can fire a cloud of thermite and light it with a flare. We created an arc gun that was based on the principles of what Tesla used to work on at the time, and we basically again enhanced it in so many ways to make a weapon out of it. We have all of these kind of cool grounded weapons and these cool kind of out there weapons that really have a great blend and mix. But the best part about it is that because of the research we did and because we try to ground everything in the reality of that time, even the weapons that are far-fetched feel like they could have existed at the time. And it's fun to see players actually pick up those weapons, have fun with them, and almost come to us afterwards and tell us like, wow, I know that this weapon didn't exist, but it could have been cool because it looks like something that would have existed at the time.
Was there any temptation to take it very radically different for like a complete steampunk redo?
Not really, actually. The good thing actually for us as a team is that we all had the same mindset when we started. We really wanted to adhere to this doctrine that things have to feel real. Steampunk is great for one specific thing. It's actually more fantastic than anything else. I think steampunk has been defined over the years, over the decades, and it's not something we wanted to do. That's the reason why we don't use the word steampunk actually for the game itself, and why we coined it as neo-Victorian, this new Victorian London. Every time we basically went there, we always had this urge to pull back a little bit to make sure that it was grounded in reality, and at no time did we really go too far where it was too comical in so many ways or too fantastic. But we definitely did add that supernatural element with the half-breeds, the longevity, the out of time weapons. But funnily enough, it's those kind of tales where you can talk to somebody today and talk to them about werewolves, and I'm sure there's a portion of the population that actually do believe in werewolves, and it's fun to actually see that suspension of disbelief is not the same for everybody around the world, and we wanted to find our own kind of line to not cross.
Is there a combination of using magic alongside weapons, or is it straight weaponry combat?
It's straight weaponry combat. This is not about magic. We wanted to keep magic out of it, again, not to go into the realm of fantasy too much.
Can I please have the release date?
The release date is February 20th, 2015.